Today there were no runs. It was a vendor day. There are no runs today. It's Wednesday. It's Vendors Day. I'm on my way to Swatch or Salida or something like that to visit my aunt. It's a beautiful day. I was invited to go on a private run, but decided to visit family out here instead. Beautiful scenery as well. And we have the navigator napping on the job as always. So we are moving. It's about an hour and some change away. We'll have lunch with family that I haven't seen in years, and make it back in time to pick my run for tomorrow, which my campground mate, next door neighbor, and I are going to run Wheeler Lake or Wheeler Pass or something along those lines. So I need to make sure I'm back in time to pick that run. If not, we'll find something else to run, I guess. But it's still beautiful weather out here. We are at Panocha Pass? I don't know how to say it. All these people put stickers everywhere. I don't get it. But it looks good. After going over that pass, it's almost like you end up in a different ecosystem. Flat valley lands, mountains here and there, but a lot of it is just flat. Oh, we got 2.5 ton. Come on, keep going. I got sidetracked. Those are big aircraft wheels. I think that's an M37. That's a Cherokee with red and blues, which is kind of cool. That's a little track something. Yeah, that's a deuce and a half. No, that's a 5 ton. That's pretty cool. 5 ton dump truck. Military aircraft tug. Half track, which is just badass. That's a... Ooh, frame's been toasted. But that is a military Jeep of some sort. It's got the military grill anyway. Rusty tub. It's got the right markings though. It's pretty cool. Little trailer. That's like the trailer I got out of Kingman. Come on. That's a CJ2A-ish. At least that's a hood for a CJ2A. And it doesn't have the glove box. And it's got a VIN plate, or not VIN plate, but instruction like a CJ2A. There's another one of the little track things. That's an M38A1 in blue. That's the stretched one, which I don't remember what it is, but it'd be like a CJ7-ish. It looks like longer than that even. This is an M38A1-ish, except for the lights aren't recessed. You'll notice how that one is and that one is, but that one's not recessed. This one is recessed. And this is just a CJ7. Coast Guard M38A1's pretty cool. And it looks mostly stock, except for the chrome roll cage. Your Willys pickup with a PTO winch, which is kind of cool. Come on. I went ahead and I parked here since it says customer, but it also said, come here. Jeep parking. Look how much is a Jeep. She belongs. Come on. There's your JK. 2-door. There's your YJ. Another CJ5 Humvee. That's a nice M38A1. She looks almost stock. Not sure what you are. There's a Blazer Cut V in the back. I'm not sure. I think they're M37s. Willie's wagon. Ford cab. They call them FC somethings. That's pretty cool looking. 2 of them. This one's got like 1-ton axles. That sucker's been built up a little bit. Wagoneer. Come here. J20 pickup. And those are probably his private cars, so I'm gonna leave those alone. Cool little spot. Come on. He's gotta do his job. Definitely a really neat place. When I was about 13, I helped my grandfather move this coal mining cart from his coal mine in Gunnison, Colorado, to their house in Gunnison. It is now at my Aunt Leslie's house in Colorado. About an hour away from camp, my fan belt decided to die because the idler pulley froze. After visiting with family, I was about an hour and a half away from camp at Mile High Jeep Club when the idler pulley froze and threw the belt. Hopefully this wind isn't too bad, but I'd figure I'd update y'all. That's the fan belt, got twisted around the fan itself. All the other pulleys seem to be in good condition. The weather is rolling in. I'm hoping the tow truck gets here before that. He's about an hour away. I took the idler pulley off so I would be ahead of the game when they dropped me off at O'Reilly's in Salida. So that is the update on the trip back to camp from my aunt's house. I enjoyed the trip. I enjoyed the visiting. I'm glad I left early with the hopes of being able to pick Wheeler Lake as my trip. At this point, I'll be lucky if I make it back to camp by 10. And I guess I'll take whatever's left over or do something else. Maybe just hop in line anyway. They did that to us yesterday, so I might as well do it. But yeah, my goal was to do Wheeler Lake. I don't anticipate a problem fixing this thing tonight. It's an idler pulley and a belt. I already talked to O'Reilly's. They have the parts in stock down there. The reason you're getting a view of my dog sleeping is because there's less wind in here. Anyways, I will update you when the tow truck shows. And he's dog friendly. Tow truck driver was really friendly and helpful. He allowed Graham to ride in the big boy truck so he didn't have to ride all alone. I called ahead and verified O'Reilly's had my parts, so I had the tow truck driver drop me off at the O'Reilly's in Salida. I began taking the parts off the vehicle and found I was missing 2 bolts. Idler pulley is installed. I was missing 1 of those gold bolts. It was, I don't know where it went. It only had 1 of the stock ones, so I bought 2 new gold ones. Replaced both of them, even though I was only missing 1. But that was loose, that was off, that one was loose. So all 3 of those were either loose or missing. Got all that straightened out. Now I'll put all this back in, and we should be up and running, back to camp. About 30 miles, 30 minutes away from camp, I noticed I was getting hot. around 219 degrees. I pulled over and found I had a small leak coming from the radiator near the electric fan. Hoping O'Reilly's in Buena Vista has a radiator.